Oh, welcome back, guys. Welcome back to another video. And guess what? You won't believe it. I can't even believe it. We're finally farming again. Haven't been able to plant in 2.5 weeks, I believe is how long it's been since we've been able to put anything in the ground at all. We're gonna try to get maybe one field planted today. Our goal is to potentially be able to get all of our corn planted by the end of this weekend, so by Sunday, because it's supposed to rain for the rest of the week. Or practically for the rest of the week, so we're gonna already have like 10 days of downtime. So we're gonna try to hopefully we want to get all of our corn in right now, and then whenever we dries up, we can get the rest of our beans in. If we can get the rest of our corn done, we only have a third more of our soybeans to do, and then soybeans is done. So we really don't have a lot left right now, but it's just a matter of time of waiting for the ground to be ready for us to get our other half of our corn, that other third of our beans in. But the first thing we're going to do is we are going to try to tie up these drag chains so they can stay up and out of the way, so they don't trail behind the planter anymore. We put these drag chains on a couple of years ago. The purpose of these drag chains, these Yetter drag chains, they're made by Yetter, and they just bolt right onto your assembly here for your closing wheels. What they're supposed to do is they're supposed to smooth out like the spikes and everything, and help the seed get more covered up if there's any like slots or anything. That's what that's supposed to do, is supposed to cover that up so the seed is completely covered. But the problem with these right now is that it's usually likes to build up like a type of a crust, and we're thinking maybe if it's not so smooth like how these drag chains are making it, maybe that should help. So we got a lot of bungee cords and tarp straps, and it's supposed to work, isn't it?
I don't know, we're gonna experiment.
So we think we might have something figured out. So we took these smaller boxes off. These are for insecticide, when everyone always put insecticide on with their planters whenever this planter was built. But we don't hardly ever use them anymore, so there's really not much of a point of really even having them on there anymore. So we don't even need them, and they're easy to take off. And there's a lot of different bolt holes and stuff like that in here if you want to mount something. So we just took these boxes off and twisted these tarp straps a little bit and stuck them right through these two holes right here, and it's holding it up pretty good. I think it should be okay in theory. Oh, it's pretty windy now. Woo! But anyway, so it's been, I don't know, probably 2-ish hours maybe since I picked up the camera last. We got all those straps and everything. We got those Yetter drag chains all put up. So we ran the Farm King, got about a dozen straps, and so we can hold that up. And so I just got done doing that, and before that we went down there and we went to go fix a tile hole that we could not fix. Right now Dad took the Magnum and the field cultivator down to one of our pond farms, and so he is scraping the top of the ground. So that's what he's doing right now. He might have to go down there and actually end up patching up a couple of spots on this farm up here, because it was underwater for so long, and I think we're probably gonna have to maybe replant maybe a little bit of this, but I'm gonna see if we're gonna have to or not, see if there's actually corn growing right up in there. I just got out of the pickup. The farm is right there. So I'm just kind of looking around to see in this low spot if there's actually really any corn growing. It appears to me that there's some kernels that are growing and then some that are not. So I don't know, but we got a few wet spots up in here. I mean, it's not looking very good. I will admit that it's not looking very good. So we might just wait a little bit longer, but we can't wait much longer because we have rain coming in 2 or 3 days, and if we wait those 2-3 days and then the rain comes, then we really can't come back in here, and then this corn will be about this high, and then you'll have corn that we just got planted into the ground. And also we don't want to do that because then we'd be running over all that corn, and if it is that high, then it probably won't end up coming back, so then we run over all that stuff, and so it's just a terrible snowball of effects. Alright, so we just got done eating lunch and everything. So now we're gonna get this ball hitch put on the pickup and then hook the pickup up to the seed tender because that's still got corn in it that we can use, or good corn still that we can use. So we're gonna put this on, hook up the seed tender to the truck, and then get the planter out, make sure that's all working right, and then head down to my field and plant that. And then probably we're gonna go down southwest of here and go plant our farthest away farm while it's been the driest that it's been in 2 weeks. So we're gonna go do that. Probably gonna end up going to go do that after this, and then we'll plant. Hopefully the plan is we can be able to finish corn by tomorrow and maybe even get onto a little bit of soybeans too. So we'll see what the plan is, but we'll catch you guys probably when we're departing or hooking up the seed tender, or we'll see what we got. Are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm gonna clean my windows so I can see something.
It's go time.
Not go time.
Almost. Alright, so before we hit the road, before we start actually planting this, so just a little bit closer. So these are the Yetter drag changes. They've been working really, really well for us, except this year's kind of a weird year. We got some crust building problems that builds up crust up on the topsoil of it, like the top half inch or so, which is pretty deep. It might not sound that deep, but it's pretty freaking deep. And so we put these drag chains on, mostly just to help smooth out the ride. But now with this, like I said, with this year building that crust, we want to actually the closing wheel system to make it a little bit rougher. This helps it, really makes it nice and smooth and levels out the seed. But right now, with all those crust building problems and everything, we want these spiked row cleaners to stay rough, and so hopefully that should, when it rains again, that should help reduce that crust building problem after we plant it. Would you look at that? I'm already finding ancient artifacts. So this is what we're talking about when we say we want the closing wheel system to be a lot more rougher. That's what we're talking about here. So you see all the little teeth in the ground there. That is those are the spike closing wheels we got set up on the planter. Like as you can tell, we can see by a lot more rough. It's not smoothed out at all. There's all the little spike jabs in there in the dirt. So that's what we're talking about for when we want to put those chains up, so then we have a rougher area for the seed to grow on. So hopefully that should help with our compaction issues pretty good. You gotta be kidding me. Why? Why does it have to be this way? Dad's done with this field also. Yeah, he's done with this field now. So he is now heading on to the field southwest of here. And then we got one more cornfield. And then that's it. I'm done now. I gotta clean up this mess and everything. So I'll catch you guys up tomorrow.